So welcome to this new tutorial video. So I'll be sharing with you the steps I took actually to design this flyer. So it's basically simple, so just few steps to follow, and I'm sure we'll be able to understand and design it. So rapidly, I have my image I downloaded from FreePic. Actually, FreePic is one of the best sites I know for images. African images, the quality is actually the best. So I move down. Okay, so that's my image. So directly I take my image and I place into Photoshop. So here is my image. So the first thing we have to do is to separate the subject from the background. So added to that, we're going to retouch the image. So there are little things, there's some little things at the level of the face, details like maybe the hair and stuff like that. So these are the elements I would like to actually figure out on my flyer. So I'll make sure they're actually there. Equally, I'll have to enhance the image. Yes. So as I said, separating the subject from the background, and more to that, we're going to actually see two techniques. So I'm going to provide tutorial videos for that, which will help us to better select or to better separate our subject from the background. So as I said, those tutorials are going to be provided, videos are going to be provided. So rapidly, I am going to move after I've done my selection. I am going to show you how I actually enhance the image. That's the quality of my image. So from here, I actually had to smoothen my subject. Yes, after the separation was done, I had to enhance my image. So I emphasize again, the selection will permit you to see how to bring out these details at the level of the hair. So quick after that, I had to like add more details at the level of the hair, like to make it shine and uniform. So there's a lot of light actually added there. Next, still at the level of the hair and the face, we see here there's a lot of details I'm trying to add. Now, if you come to zoom in a little bit, you're going to see how the hair is shining. So we have the before and you have the after. So the tutorial video, as I said, is going to contain all of that. So equally, I went to increasing, like adding more details at the level of the face. So we call that the dodge and burn technique. Um, it's actually a very good technique. It permits you to enhance the subject. It makes your subject to pop more and more and more. So that's a technique I use like 80% of my time. So don't worry, everything's going to be shared, everything. So that said, we have the image. I think here we are good to go. So rapidly I'm going to create my workspace. So for the workspace we have 1000 by and 80 by, I think it's 9020, 920, sorry, and we have the resolution at 300. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create actually a surface, my background. So I will make sure it's blue. I can't remember the blue, so I'm going to pick up the color from the previous stuff. So for me to do that, I double click on the no, I'm just going to pick it with the brush tool, the bucket tool, the eyedropper, sorry. So now for you to apply that, you just click on alt, that you hold alt and you click on the color, the area where the color exists, so it picks the color immediately. So now here I'm going to apply actually gradient. The gradient will be, I'm going to have the blue. No, let me go back to a new one so that you actually see. So I'm going to have blue the blue which I actually picked from my final work, and um another blue equally, but it's going to be a little bit lighter, brighter. Sorry. I'm still searching. I think that's okay. Let me change it a little bit. Okay. So I click OK and OK. So now at this level, you can I've actually decided to reverse the orientation of my colors. So we have the darker blue up and the lighter blue down. So I equally change the orientation. Now I have my background. I have my background, and I think we're good. Then we have this image I actually kept at the back. It was just to illustrate the fact that maybe you're a business owner and that's actually your workspace or your office and things like that. So for the resources, I think I have them somewhere. Yeah, everything is going to be provided after at the end of the tutorial video. I think it's going to be in the link. So yeah, I have my office. It's like an office. It's like a business space. So for business owners, so I'll directly place it on my workspace. So what's this? Okay, so I have my image. Okay, here's the image. So that's it. I'm going to place my subject on my workspace. So I'll just have to rearrange its position. Mm, yeah, I think we can. Yeah, it's okay for now. Yeah, I think it's okay for now. So the next thing is I'm going to create a layer at the back of my subject, and I'm going to add a little bit of light. So I make sure it's actually a soft brush. I reduce opacity, making sure it's white color. Then I brush. So I just want to add like a source of light behind my subject. So I do a brush. So this is with a left click with your mouse. So equally here, it's actually a step I missed out. I didn't show you guys. So if you notice the image, original image, it was actually cut at the level of the hair at the top. So to adjust that, I made use of some little tricks. We have the lasso tool wherein I did some selections of some parts of the hair and duplicated them. Try to rearrange their position so as to fit in the gaps up. So I replicated these steps like 2 to 3 times, duplicated again, trying to rearrange in such a way that it looks natural. Yes, that it looks actually natural. So next, after doing that, I kind of grouped all my layers. That's Control E. Then I kind of erased like some parts which were not needed. Yes. So I went in erasing. That's after creating a mask. Yes, I did the cleaning. Did the cleaning with my brush tool. So it's actually a soft brush. So that was the part for the adjustment of the hair and yeah, that's actually what it gave. So going back to what we had here, I'm going to work on the image I actually placed at the back. As I said, it was to portray maybe your office or your business area. So the first thing I did was to enlarge it a little bit. And equally, yes, there's something I was trying to look for. I was trying to portray certain perspective. Yes, so we have these edges of the image. I wanted to follow exactly that alignment with that of the subject itself. So that said, I'm going to still like increase the size of my image a little bit, and so I'm going to cancel this stuff here in such a way we have the impression that we just have the walls of the office and it actually just bulges out like this. So I'm going to resize it again so as to have a good shape. I think here it's really good. It seems cool. So what next? So I'm going to produce like there's a shape behind uh like a glass effect. the glass effect. So don't ask me why I really wanted it. I just wanted to try something out. So I created a new shape that's a rectangle with round edges. Actually, I adjusted the roundness, as you saw. Next, I went changing the color of the object. So, the trick here or the effect here was to create something like a glass effect exactly at the back of my subject. So, I tried to reposition it again. It was such a way that it's exactly at the back of my subject. Then there are some effects I'm going to add to my shape so that it gives that class effect. I don't think the shade is needed now. Mm, let me see. Okay, so I went in like changing the color first so as to have a color very close or similar to that of my background. Mm, yep. Let me see. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, I think this is good. So the next thing I'm going to do is to, mm, I will have to like add some blur. Yes, blur to my subject. So they say for me to blur it out, I have to create or to convert it to smart object. Okay, then I make it a little bit blur. Next, I'm going to go to my filter gallery and add some distortion to yeah, add some distortion to the shape. So I'm going to leave it at 1. Can I increase it? Let me see. No, I'll bring it back to 1. I'm okay with this, then I click OK. So the last thing I'm going to add here is going to be noise. Okay. I move to this, add the noise. I think yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'm not that satisfied with the color, so I think I'm going to change it to something lighter, brighter. Okay, let me choose this white. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, reduce the opacity. I'm going to group each of these layers and then I'm going to create a mask. Yes, for the mask, I'm going to like clear out the center of, let me see. Yes, I'm going to clear out the center of this shape so that at the back exactly we have the transparent effect. So with my brush, I'm actually cleaning, I'm cleaning. So you see that directly immediately here we can start, we can actually see the back of the image I clip that's behind. So I think with this it's really okay. I'll just have to add like an inner glow. To do that, you double click on your layer, then I go to inner glow. Um Let me see, increase a little bit the size opacity. Mm, not bad, not bad. So next I'm going to like import my logo. So I'm going to go to my documents, import my logo, and I'm going to change the color to white. My color is generally black, so PNG black. So I'm going to change it to white. So for me to do that, I first of all resize, place it at the top, then I move to this icon down here. We have f of x for those who do mathematics. So down here, and I click okay. We have color overlay, and I decide to change the color to white. Okay, next I'm going to import the business cards. So I import the image. The images will all be in the resource file. So I take my pen, the use of my pen tool, I do a quick selection of my business card. I click on select, then I duplicate, control J, now G, control J. So I turn it to a smart object, then I place on my original workspace. So I try to resize it, to rearrange the orientation. For me to do that, I just have to click on control, then I go on one of any edge of the object, then I click and hold, then I try to arrange. I'll do the same thing for the other business card. So I've imported the image. I take my pen tool, I go through exactly the edges, I close, I click on selection, okay, control J, not G, control J. So I convert it to a smart object and I carry. Converting it to a smart object is actually to keep the quality of the image. So I carry it in a place at the level of my workspace. I try to resize. I do the same thing for the other business cards. So we have these and these. So I still use my pen tool. I do the process over and over. First, second, third each, fourth each. Then I come back to my original point and close. Click on selection. Okay. Control J. Just a copy, convert to smart object. Then I carry it to my main workspace. I do the same thing for the other. So we actually see that it's a repetition of the same thing. So I have my pen tool, first, second each, third each, fourth each, and I close back. Selection, okay, control J. Yeah, control J, please. It's control J. So that's actually a shortcut for you to copy or to do a copy of a certain selection. So with that, yes, okay, control J. So I convert to smart object and I carry, and I'm going to place it at the level of my main subject. So the main layout, sorry. So that one was equally the last business card. So I'm going to close all of these because it's actually creates my it makes it difficult for me to work. So I'm going to carry the business cards. I'm just going to place and adjust the orientation. To do that, I said you press on control. Um, yeah, we have control. No, let me first of all like place this. Okay. Um. Okay, I'm going to resize. I think it's too big. So I'm going to resize until I feel like the size is okay. Yeah. So I will equally change this orientation. I'm going to change its orientation equally. I said control, then you left click and hold on one of the edges, then you drag. Okay. I'm also going to duplicate this and try to change the size and the orientation equally. I replace it here, then we equally have the last business card. I'm going to send this one at the back, so I'm going to carry and place the layer just below the subject. Okay, we have it there. I'm not okay with that. No. Let me see. No, not still. Let me see. Okay, perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is to rearrange it. Rearrange the business cards. So I actually want it to create actually this effect. But well, we're going to see it later. So immediately I place my text. Sorry, we have small cards, big impact. So get your business cards, design. So I'm just going to copy the text from the previous what I did. Yeah, for the 24 hours, what I did was to create a circle, white circle. I think the size okay. Sorry, I did a mistake. Okay, okay. The size is okay, white, and make sure it's actually white. Okay. Then I'm going to create to rearrange it and duplicate this big impact. I change it to I'm going to type 24. I'm going to change the font equally to something more cool. I think this is going to go okay. Then I make sure I put it at the top of the other layer, the circle actually, and I change the color to blue. This actually to create contrast so that it will be able to we will able to actually read through. Next, I have to type 24 hours. I duplicate that previous work, and that's it out 24 hours. Okay. I think I'm going to make it to be slanted a little bit. Mm, okay, let me try to resize them and rearrange them. Mm, yeah, italics. Okay, I think it's better this way. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Yeah. Okay, I think it's cool. Let me resize it again a little bit. Bring this up, bring this a little bit up. Mm, okay, okay, okay. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. So let me just reposition these business cards to have a better order. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. This way. Mm, okay. Um. So what I want to do is actually to blur out some of these business cards so that we have that depth effect, like we are entering into the flyer. So the closest images or the closest elements are like they are actually clear enough. Then as you're going into the flyer, you have that blurry effect, so creating some form of depth. So I'm going to blur out the images, the business cards. So I'm not going to blur it at the same levels. So those which are smaller and deeper are going to be more blurred than those who are at the middle. Yes. So I'm going to blur each of them. Okay, I think yeah, it's cool. So actually, as I said, I want to create out this. I want to create out this depth. This is certain depth I want to create out. Let me show it. Yeah, it's this effect I'm trying to create. Like you are moving into the flyer. So what is at the edge, extreme edge out here is clear, but by the time you're like moving in, it becomes like more and more blurry. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm gonna blur again a little bit. This equally, blur it out. Okay. So now, yeah, I would like to add like more details at the level of my subject. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to fill the layer with 50% gray. Yep, 50% gray. Okay. I'm going to change the color mode to overlay. Next I go to yeah, let me just put this and dodge and burn. Okay. So I'm gonna create there's equally another tutorial which actually explains more of this dodge and burn effect. And so for this I'm just going to apply. Then for the if you want to know more about it, you have to go through the video. So yeah, I'm just trying to with the Dutch, I'm just trying to like to make pop out the light areas of my subject where we have light like white light. So I'm going to just adjust my um brush, and I'm just going to brush across. So you see there's this light actually. I'm just brushing across, brushing across. Um, brushing across the neck. Unfortunately, maybe you are not able to see the brush, but well, I'm just trying to brush at the light ears. So here we have the left side. I'm just trying to brush and add more light at the level of glasses. I don't think it's that necessary here. I go to the nose and I apply. A level of the forehead equally is needed. Yes. So we have the before, we have the after, before, after. So you can decide to like increase the effect by duplicating the layer and seeing how it will be okay or not. So it actually depends on you. So next I'm going to move to the Dutch. The judge is actually adding more details at the level of the dark areas of my subject. The burn, yeah, the burn is to add like more details at the level of my dark areas, the dark areas of my subject. So I just like brush. Yes, we have the light. I want to adjust this light. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. I think I'm okay with this, but I'm going to add again a little bit of light here. Yes, I'm going to add a little bit of light here. Okay. Mm, what am I trying to do? Okay, I'm trying to add a little bit of light here. So it's too harsh. So I'm going to um what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So I'll create a new layer and I'm gonna make the light still but here with the light brush. So I'm gonna brush in. I'm gonna brush. I think it's okay. Mm, I feel like increasing the um, okay, okay. All right, let's see. I think I'm okay. No, let me add a little bit of the Dutch. I want my image to pop again more. Let me see at the level of the hair. Mm, well, I'll just add a little bit of light at the level of the hair. Mm, change the color mode to luminosity. Before after. Okay. Okay, so let me just resize this. I think it's okay. Well, mm, I think it's okay. All right. Yes, I think I'm good to go. The next thing I'm going to do will be to mm, I want to add like a light effect on this business card. That's the black business card with the white and red writings. Because I have the impression we have light at the back of the lady, and I want the lights actually reflect on the business card. So for me to do that, I'm going to create a curve layer. I'm going to invert the mask, then I'm going to brush slightly. Yeah, I'm going to brush slightly so as to create that light effects. I don't think it's okay now, though you can see the before and after. Oh, let me see. Oh, let me increase again a little bit. So there's this light actually in the gel, and I want it to reflect at the level of the business card. Yes. So it won't show that much, but I would like to create other effects. So let me try to reinforce this. Okay. I brush. So I don't know if you actually notice the light effects. The light. I don't think only want it to be so harsh. I change the color mode to something really light. Before and after. Mm, what else can I do? Okay, I can decide to fill this with 50% gray, change the color mode to overlay, move to use my Dutch. Yes, my Dutch, since it actually adds more detail at the level of the light, the white places of objects. So I do that. Mm, I think it's better now before after. Hmm. So next, I will have to resize this. I don't want my logo to be at the same level with the text. I'm going to bring the text a little bit down so as to respect that hierarchy, the margins actually. So I do a selection of all these. I bring them down. Okay. So I think this way it's more better. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Next, I'll have to create a lookup, color lookup. So here it's like to add like more details to enhance actually the end product. I would like to keep it blue, given that my brand is actually blue. So blue is part of my brand. So I actually love to keep it blue, 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 blue. I'm still trying to see which space. Uh, Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hi. I'm doubting. Okay, I think I'm going to make use of. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Ah, mm, mm. Okay, so I think this is okay. Yeah. No, I won't take this. Let me see. No. Yes, I'm going to take this. So I'm going to reduce the fill. Yeah, I think it's okay. So next, I'm going to rearrange everything. Yeah, first I would like to create like more detail at the level of my background by adding these grain effects. I go to effects, grain. So there's actually this grain effect I love a lot. It adds actually adds more details like to your flyer. So I'm going to make it like low, not that harsh. So I think it's okay. Um, yeah, yeah. So we have actually that effect as you can see. Oh, so I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to like group everything, create a layer which actually goes to everything. That's Control Alt E. Next I'm going to turn it to a smart object, then open to camera raw. So this is actually where I do the last touches, the last touches at the level of the colors, at the level of details, at the level of increasing texture, clarity. Oh God, I really love this process. I love this process. I love this. I can't finish my work without passing through camera raw. So let me add a little bit of texture, reduce the clarity. Um, what else can I add here? Oh, let me see. I have to make it blue. So I actually compare it with the previous one and see what I can actually add. What I can add. What else? What else can I actually add here? I think we are kind of good to go. I love the output. Yeah, I actually love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I think I'm okay with this. Yes, I'm okay with this. So this is kind of end products. So this is actually what I did so as to have the wonderful file you saw. Now for exporting, I click on export, save for web. Make sure you save for web. Then settings here, I don't actually touch anything. I click OK. I give a name to my work, and that's it. Boom. I think we're good to go. So we've actually come to the end of this tutorial video. I think all the steps were clear enough. Nevertheless, if you have difficulties, if you didn't understand like one or two steps, how I did this or that, just let me know in the comment section. And equally, if you like to learn something very specific, don't hesitate to tell me so that for the next tutorials, I'm going to prepare something specific to you. So with that said, I think we are good to go, and we'll see you for the next tutorial video. Don't forget to share, like, and save. Thank you.